Hey, what's up, guys? I'm TP Robinizer, and welcome to PWC Season 9. We're in Maine because we won D-League finally, and we got a shitty draft because of Justin. Justin's never gonna be on this channel again. All right, but so my original plan was to get Zero Aura plus Rain because there's a Tier 2 Mega Swampert in this league, and that's stupid. Like, honestly, that's pretty stupid in my opinion, and if I got zero aura first round, I could really abuse its versatility with like physical or special sets. But Justin he took my idea, so we didn't get that. And my next plan was to meme out and get like quad weather, and Justin took the rain core, so fucking Justin. But I'm just kidding. Justin's cool. But so I got the first round. I had the wheel. Yeah, I was 16th in the draft. So I got a free wheel pick, and one thing I decided to get on the wheel was sand because it's very free. Like no one can take a T-Tar from me or a Hippo from me if I get it on the wheel because my mons are right next to each other. And I decided with Sandcore I would get Excadrill and T-Tar. So Excadrill is the first one, and it's one of my Z-Mons. It's pretty simple what it does. It's got Rapid Spin, it's got Stealth Rocks, it's got the SD. I have Z moves so I can run like Z Rock Slider, Z Earthquake. The main two sets are going to be Sand Rush with a SD, and then like a Life Orb or a Z move, or Scarf Mold Breaker, or maybe a Suicide Lead with a Focus Sash Mold Breaker. Because it can, if I don't know if anyone drafted Mega Sableye, but it can Mold Breaker rocks through the Magic Bounce, and yeah. Then Sand Force, I doubt we'll use it. Maybe we'll use it once if my team has no ground resist or no ground immunity, because like a Sand Force Scarf EQ maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, that's Excadrill, and the Sand Setter I decided to get, like I said, is T-Tar. I used this mon in NPC, and I actually like fell in love with this mon because it's got such good stats that it can sort of do whatever it wants. Like, its only bad stat is speed, and that doesn't really matter because you're either going to be running a set that doesn't need speed or one that boosts it with Dragon Dance, so it's not that big of a deal. But the main set I ran in NPC was the AV, because like with the Sand boost and the Assault Vest boost, this thing had stupid special defense and it was great. I could also run a Rock set, Dragon Dance, like I already said, but the main versatility is going to be coming with its moves. It's got obviously the dual stab of Earth EQ and EQ. Wow. Stone Edge and Crunch, and then it also has EQ. It's got utility options such as Dragon Tail. It's got Fire Fang and Fire Punch. It's got stuff on the special side: Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Focus Blast. It's just got a lot of options. And it has some utility with Taunt, Thunderwave, Toxic. It's just got a lot going for it, and I like the versatility, and it gives me part of my Sand Core. So yeah. So far we basically have a fighting and a ground weakness, and I think I cover up the fighting weakness very well, but not the ground one. My team in the end is very weak to ground types. However, I think I got like one of the better ground spam mons other than like Lando T. But yeah. So I got those two mons, and I had to wait until the next wheel to get my next mons. And I wanted Necrozma. It's a mon I wanted to try forever. And then Luna took it. Luna Justin ganging up on me. I see how it is. Oh, you're promoted from D League now. Now let's fuck him over. All right. But yeah, I'm just messing around. Necro did not get to me, and I decided I would get a spinner, and I would get Starmie. It's another psychic type. It's very fast. It's got Rapid Spin, which is gonna actually be pretty useful for a couple months later on in my draft. And it's just, I've never used this mon, but I've like I know what it does. I've used it in Gen 4 OU. I like the ability that I can either be like a bulky rapid spinning recovering set, or I could be like just all out specs analytic with max special attack. It's just I like the versatility it brings and then the speed tier it brings, because like my team ends up being like really fast because we got the Sandmon, we got this, and a couple other speedy mons. But yeah, I just like the versatility it brings and the utility with rapid spin, recover, and then also the offensive power on the special side, because I got two fantastic physical attackers, but overall my draft is very lacking on the special side, and this is one of the like two good special attackers I have. And yeah. And then on the wheel, I decided to get a more traditional sweeper. Excadrill is a solid cleaner. It's a solid, yeah, it's a solid cleaner. With the mold breaker stuff and the sand. And I decided to get a more traditional sweeper, and that was Haxorus. Um, again, a mon I haven't used personally. I love getting mons that I haven't used before, and so far 3 out of the 4 are. And I get, man, a ton of mons I've never used before. Like 7 out of 11, I think. But this thing is just, it's stupid strong. Like it's got DD, it's got SD, it's got Bandit, it's got Scarf, and it's got base 147 attack. That's absurd, especially with like Z Outrage. It's just a monster to switch into, and it gives me like another physical nuke. I have 3 mons that are like base 130 attack and higher, 134, 135, and 147. It's just, man, on the physical side, my team is really threatening. Special side, not too much, but I get a special nuke. I like the power that it brings in the more traditional sweeping. Its main use is gonna be Dragon Dance. I may bring SD or Double Dance a week. DDSD. Not. It doesn't get like Rock Polish or anything. And yeah, and maybe I'll bring a Scarf for Band one week. But yeah, I just like how powerful it is in the more traditional sweeper. And yeah, so I decided I wanted to, on the wheel, I decided I want to finish off my Fairy Dragon Steel Core. I have Excadrill and I have Haxorus, and that's a pretty solid offensive core. And I have 2 mons that I can get, and 2 fairy types that I could get, and I decided to get both of them. But first one's Mimikyu SD with Play Rough. It's my third and last Zmon with the Let's Snuggle Forever, which is a pretty solid nuke because it does like more than double what a Play Rough would do. And we got Z Shadow Claw. We got a God forbid Z Splash. And this thing's also got utility options. It's got Trick Room. It's got Will-O-Wisp. It's got Bulk Up for other sweeping potential. Thunder Wave, Trick, Toxic. It's got options. And then Disguise is such a niche ability because it stops like almost any setup sweeper other than the Mold Breaker ones. And I have 2 of the Mold Breaker ones on my team. Like the 2 best Mold Breaker ones on my team. So no one else has them, and it can just prevent sweeps. The only thing that annoys me with this is that KB is terrible. It hits through Disguise, but it's whatever. I still outspeed it. But yeah, this is another sweeper. 90 attack's pretty shitty, but with an SD and the strong Z moves, it's pretty good. It always gets free setup because of its Disguise. And Ghost Fairy, fantastic offensively. And the other fairy I decided to get is a special attacker, not really a nuke, but it hits on the special side and it's more utility, and that's Whimsicott. I like the idea of Prankster Defog, Prankster Tailwind, the solid speed tier, and then just the ability to throw off Moonblasts and Giga Drains, because it's kind of threatening because it can force things out and then either throw off somewhat strong Moonblast, or just go for a utility move like Defog, Knockoff, Taunt. Does this get Taunt? I don't know. It does. And U-turn. It's got the options, and I love its speed tier. It's so annoying to deal with. I'll run Prankster Subseed like 90% of the time, and it'll be great. But so next up, I decided I want more another rocker, because I don't want to be forced to run rocks on Excadrill or run rocks on T-Tar. So I decided to get a more defensive rocker that could set up rocks multiple times in the game, and that was Seismitoad. I like this mon because it's just got the utility for attacking. It's got moves on the physical and special side. It's got knockoff, EQ, drain punch on the physical side, and on the special side it has Scald, Focus Blast, Hydro Pump, Earth Power. It's got the options to do what it wants. And you put Stealth Rock in one slot. Oh, my bad. And then you can fill in 3 moves for whatever you want. You know, it's got Refresh, so you can't Toxic it if I ever want to run that. And it's got a couple solid abilities, because if I decided to run like a physical stat with like knockoff, I could run Poison Touch to try and poison things. If my opponent has Rain, I could try and bring Swift Swim to maybe counter sweep him. And I have Water Absorb, so I can be immune to water. Not really a big deal, however, I do have the Excadrill T-Tar combo, so this helps. But yeah, so next up, I decided now is the time to get my Mega, and I decided I wanted a special nuke, and I decided, a pretty solid threat in OU right now that is a special nuke. You may be thinking of Mega Latios, and I would have taken that, but I decided with Mega Alakazam, because Mega Latios got taken like 3rd pick overall. So we got Mega Alakazam, and base 175 special attack. Whew, that's crazy. And just thrown off, you can run Modest and like still outspeed base 130 speed Mons, because base 150 speed is stupid. It's just stupid. So, like looking at this, Modest base 175, I have almost 500 special attack, thrown off Stab, Psychics, and outspeeding everything. Then I also have options such as Calm Mind and Recover, so special attackers don't really beat this mon 1v1. 105 special defense is nothing to scoff at. It's got the ability to 1v1 most special attackers, and it's very strong against offensive teams that can just sort of fall over to Psychic. And Magic Guard before Mega Evolution means that I won't be taking rocks or spikes damage. And then Trace afterwards is it's solid, because it means maybe I can trace, I don't know, what would be a good example? I could trace like Sturdy, I don't know, from like a Dawn fan. Then I can't die in one hit. I could trace Regenerator from like a Torrentee or an Amoonguss. I come in, I trace the Regenerator and threaten out Amoonguss. So then I throw off a free Psychic, and if I've taken any damage, I get my health back. I could trace Volt Absorb from like a Thundee T. He can't Volt Switch on me. It's got the options to sort of do what it wants. And I'm glad to have this on the team. I really want to try it out, and we'll see how it performs. So next up, I decided to get a 3rd spinner, because the last 2 mons really appreciate spinners, and I will run Rapid Spin maybe like twice on Excadrill. Starmie a lot more, but this just sort of takes the pressure off Starmie, and that is Komala. So back to the physical attackers. Base 115 attack. That's pretty solid. Then throw in U-turn, Rapid Spin. It's a solid Wish Passer, and then it's got a surprisingly solid offensive move pool. It has Brick Break, EQ, Facade, Iron Head Knockoff, Play Rough, Rock Slide, Shadow Claw, Wood Hammer, and Zen Headbutt, Sucker Punch, and Superpower. Like, that's 10 different types, all with solid moves, and it just lets it be, a utility attacker, an offensive threat. I could run the Choice Banded Sleep Talk Last Resort set, It's got the options, and it has Bulk Up and SD. I prefer Bulk Up because its special defense is not bad. So you could run a specially defensive bulk up set and try and maybe get a sweep going. But I just like this. I like to have another reliable spinner. It's not a very good Wish Passer, but it is one. So Seismitoad, Its HP is way higher, but it doesn't have reliable recovery, so this could really help. Same with T-Tar. And yeah, I just thought it would help a lot. And you'll notice my points are running low. I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but we started with 1020, 1020 points. Excadrill 1A, T-Tar 1B, and then just we kept losing points. And until for our last 4 picks, we didn't spend any points with Mega Alakazam. We got a tier 4 in Komala, and we have to get another tier 4 and then a tier 5B. So these are the 2 Mons that really appreciate spin, and don't appreciate sand. These Mons don't work well together with the sand core, but I got them anyway. And the first one is Sock. Sock, my favorite set is Choice Banded Sturdy. I keep the hazards off the field. I get a guaranteed stop to any sweep, to any cleaner. I just guaranteed live a hit. Then Choice Banded, Adamant, Close Combat, EQ, Poison Jab, Ice Punch. I don't care what it is. You're not living it. I just like that this thing has the combo of Sturdy and then just being able to nuke things, because I feel like it works very well together. It's a third Mold Breaker Mon if I want to do that. I could run Scarf Mold Breaker with CC, EQ, hit through, I don't know, maybe if someone drafted Alolan Persian, hit through the Fur Coat, get the guaranteed Oko. It's so powerful, base 125 attack. I really value it at a tier 4. It's never drafted, and I like it. There are better tier 4 fighting types, I think. There's at least some good ones in 3B, but I like Sock. It's cool to use. But yeah, that's my man Sock. I'm just excited to use him. Although Sandstorm breaks the Sturdy. It's pretty annoying. My team doesn't really work well with sand. They don't appreciate chip damage. But I got the Seismitoad, I got the T-Char. They appreciate sand a bit. But yeah. So and then last mon, it's tier 5B. It likes to have spinners and it doesn't appreciate sand, and it's a shit mon. So if you can't tell what it is, it's oh, I'm ashamed, but it's Shedinja. It's fucking Shedinja with the sand team. Shedinja plus sand is the new meta. We're running safety goggles. Shedinja. The reason I got this is 5B has a lot of bad mons. Like a lot of bad mons, and I feel like this one at least has a little niche where, since I have the spinners to keep the hazards off the field, and like typing wise, it's immune to the ground moves. It's immune to the fighting moves that and the water moves that my sand core doesn't appreciate. Maybe I will run safety goggles and just bring it as a defensive check the thing. We can throw off the Will-O-Wisp. We can get the SD Shadow Sweep trying to go. If we can SD up enough. And then I also I have a pretty solid status absorber with Natural Cure Starmie. Or like Komala, which is immune to status. So I feel like, other than the Sand Core, I have a team that's meant for Shedinja. And I decided, it's my tier 5B. There aren't many good options. Might as well try out a fun mon that I've never used before. And yeah, so on this team, the mons I've used before are T-Tar, Komala, Sock, and Mimikyu. So that means like almost 2/3 of my team I've never used before, and I am very excited to start using them. But that'll be it for this video. I will see you guys later with some PWC, NPC, and LCBL content. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.